In the great hall, probably midday, students are all working on homework. Seamus is trying a spell on a cup.
Eye of rabbit, harp string hum, turn this water into rum.
Looks in cup, shakes head.
Eye of rabbit, harp string hum.
What's Seamus trying to do to that glass of water?
Turn it into rum. Actually managed a week yesterday. Before
The poof! The cup explodes. There is laughter amongst the students. Suddenly, a flock of owls start coming into the hall from the rafters above.
Mail's here.
The owls soar by, dropping parcels to students. Harry gets nothing. He sees the newspaper Ron has put down.
Can I borrow this?
Ron nods.
Thanks.
Neville is unwrapping a gift. It is a clear ball with gold around it.
Hey look, Neville's got a women brawl.
I've read about this. When the smoke turns red, it means you've forgotten something. The only problem is I can't remember what I've forgotten.
Hey Ron, somebody broke into Gringotts. Listen, believed to be the work of dark witches or wizards unknown, Gringotts Goblin, while acknowledging the breach, insists that nothing was taken. Vault in question, number 713, had in fact been emptied earlier that same day. That's odd. It's the vault Hagrid and I went to.
Outside, flying practice. Students, Gryffindor and Slytherin, are lined up in 2 rows with brooms by their sides. Teacher, Madam Hooch, comes down the line. She has short hair and hawk-yellow eyes.
Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, Madam Hooch.
Good afternoon, Amanda. Good afternoon. Welcome to your first flying lesson. Well, what are you waiting for? Everybody, step to the left side of your broomstick. Come on now, hurry up. Stick your right hand over the broom and say up.
Up,
Up,
Up.
Up,
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 up, up.
Up.
Broomstick flies
Feeling.
up, and Draco smugly grins.
With feeling.
Up,
Up, up, up,
up,
up.
out! His broom flies up and conks him on the nose.
Shut up, Harry.
Now, once you have got the hold of your broomstick, I want you to mount it. Grip it tight. You won't want to slip off the end.
Class mounts.
When I blow the whistle, I want you to kick off from the ground hard. Keep your broom steady, hover for a moment, and then lean forward slightly and touch down on my whistle. 3, 2.
Neville immediately lifts off. He looks quite frightened.
Oh.
Mr. Longbottom.
Oh.
Neville,
Neville,
what are you doing?
Neville! Neville!
Neville.
Neville! Neville!
We're not supposed to take up the ground yet. Mr. Longbottom. Mr. Longbottom. Mr. Longbottom. Mr. Longbottom!
Down. Down.
Neville!
Help.
Come back down here, Stanford. Come back down!
Oh.
He soars through the sky and hits the wall, conking it along and swooping off. All the while he is screaming, he begins to zoom back towards the group of students. Hooch holds out a wand to stop him.
Help!
Mr. Longbottom!
Neville approaches. Students scatter and Hooch dives out of the way. Neville goes through the scatter and up a tower.
Ah! Whoa! Oh!
Zooms past a statue of a man with a sharp spear. Neville's cloak catches on it. He is flipped off the broom and hangs there.
Oh! Help!
He wavers. Then the cloak rips and he falls, catching on a torch, but then slipping out and falling to the ground.
Ah!
Everybody, out of the way! Out of the way!
She runs through the group and they scatter.
Come on, get up. Is he alright?
Ow! 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 Ow!
Oh, dear. It's a broken wrist. Good boy. Come on now, get up.
Draco reaches down and grabs Neville's remembrall, which has fallen. Hooch begins to lead Neville away with her.
Everybody, keep their feet firmly on the ground while I take Mr. Longbottom to the hospital grab. Understand? If I see a single broom in the air, the one riding it will find themselves out of Hogwarts before they can say Quidditch.
Did you see his face? Maybe if the fat lump had given this a squeeze, he'd have remembered to fall on his fat ass.
Give it here, Malfoy.
No, I think I'll leave it somewhere for Longbottom to find.
Hops on broom and soars around group, then through.
How about up on the roof?
Soars off and hovers high in the sky.
What's the matter, Potter? Bit beyond your reach?
Harry grabs his broom and runs to get on it. Hermione stops him.
Harry, no. You heard what Madam Hooch said. Besides, you don't even know how to fly.
Harry flies off.
What an idiot.
Harry is now in the air across from Draco.
Give it here, Malfoy, or I'll knock you off your broom.
Is that so?
Harry makes a dash for him, but Draco twirls around his broom in a 360.
Have it your way, then.
He throws the remembrall into the air. Harry zooms after the ball, speeding towards the tower. Just as he's about to hit a window from which McGonagall is watching, he catches it and heads back to the group. The students all cheer and run to see him.
Good job, Harry!
Good job, Harry!
Whoa, that was wicked! Wow!
Harry Potter, follow me.
Harry suddenly follows her. Draco and his goons laugh. Professor Quirrell's classroom. He's inside, teaching, holding an iguana. An iguana such as this? McGonagall approaches the class and stops Harry.
You wait here.
An essential ingredient?
Excuse me, Professor Quirrell. Could I borrow wood for a moment?
Oh, yes, of course. A boy, Oliver Wood, gets up to leave, and Quirrell continues. And the vampire bat.
Potter, this is Oliver Wood. Wood, I have found you a seeker.
Harry and Ron are walking through crowded halls. St. Nicholas and a lady ghost float by.
Have you heard? Harry Potter is a new Gryffindor seeker. I always knew he would head so well.
Seeker, but first years never make their house teams. You must be the youngest Quidditch player in.
Century, according to McGonagall.
Fred and George approach and walk along with Ron and Harry.
Hey, well done, Harry. What just told us?
Fred and George are on the team too. Beaters.
Our job is to make sure that you don't get bloodied up too bad. Can't make any promises, of course. Rough game, Quidditch.
Brutal, but nobody dies in years. Somebody occasionally vanishes.
They break off from Harry and Ron, who walk across the courtyard.
But they'll turn up in a month or two.
Oh, go on, Harry. Quidditch is great. Best game there is. And it'll be great too.
Hermione jumps up from her work and comes to join them.
But I've never even played Quidditch. If I make a fool out of myself.
You won't make a fool of yourself. It's in your blood.
3 approach a trophy case. Hermione points at a plaque of Quidditch players. 1 lists Harry's father as a seeker.
Oh, Harry, you never told me your father was a seeker too.
I didn't know.
The 3 are walking up a staircase. A railing pulls in. Hermione looks, but continues walking.
I'm telling you, it's spooky. She knows more about you than you do.
Oh, it doesn't.
The staircase shudders and begins to move. 3 grab the railings.
Ah, what's happening?
The staircases change, remember?
The staircase stops in a new place.
Let's go this way.
Before the staircases move again.
They all open a door and walk into a spooky, dark room.
Does anyone feel like we shouldn't be here?
We're not supposed to be here. This is the 3rd floor. It's forbidden.
Suddenly, a flame lights on a tall stone support. At that moment, the caretaker's cat, Mrs. Norris, comes in running and meows. Meow! The group jumps.
Let's go!
It's Filch's cat.
The group runs. Flames are lit as they go. They get to the end of the corridor, to a door. Harry grabs the handle, but it's locked.
It's locked!
That's it. We're done for.
Oh, move over.
Pushes through and pulls out wand.
Alohomora.
The door opens.
Get in.
They bustle in.
Alohomora?
Standard Book of Spells, Chapter 7.
Filch appears at the start of the corridor with a light. Mrs. Norris looks at him.
Anyone here, my sweet? Meow. Come on.
Filch is gone.
Probably think this door's locked.
It was locked.
For good reason.
Ron and Hermione turn to stand with Harry. There's a massively huge, 3-headed dog sleeping in front of them. The dog, Fluffy, begins to wake. It growls, yawns, and growls more. Noticing the intruders, the 3 bolt, running out of the door. They turn quickly to shut the door and battle against the dog. They get the door shut and run. Back in the Gryffindor room, they are breathless.
What do they think they're doing, keeping a thing like that locked up in a school?
You don't use your eyes, do you? Didn't you see what it was standing on?
I wasn't looking on the trap door, which means it wasn't there. Oh, sorry. I wasn't looking at its feet.
It was standing on a trapdoor, which means it wasn't there by accident. It's gotten something.
Guarding something?
That's right. Now, if you two don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed. Or worse, expelled.
Turns and leaves, shutting the door to her dorms.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
Harry nods. Outside, daytime. Oliver and Harry appear carrying a trunk. They put it down.
Quidditch is easy enough to understand. Each team has 7 players, 3 chasers, 2 beaters, 1 keeper and a seeker. That's you. There are 3 kind of balls. This one's called a quaffle. Now the chasers handle the quaffle and try to put it through one of the 3 hoops.
Points
The
to a
keeper,
faraway Quidditch pitch.
the keeper, that's me, defends the hoop.
Throws ball to Harry.
With me so far?
I think so. What are those?
Points to 2 squirming chained down balls.
You better take this.
Hands Harry a small bat. He bends down and releases one ball. With an angry growl, it flies off into the air. The 2 boys watch it.
Careful now, it's coming back.
The balls come whizzing down and Harry cracks at it with the bat. The ball soars off through a statue.
Not bad. Potter, it will make a fair beater. Uh-oh.
The ball zooms down and Oliver grabs it, wriggling it to get it back in the box. He succeeds and is out of breath.
Bulger. Nasty needle bulgers. But this is the only ball I want to worry about. Is this, the golden snitch.
Hands Harry a walnut-sized golden ball.
I like this ball.
You'll like it now. Just wait. It's wicked fast and damn near impossible to see.
What do I do with it?
You catch it before the other team's seeker. You catch it, the game is over. You catch this Potter and we win.
The ball flutters out 2 delicate wings and jumps into the air. Harry keeps an eye on it.
Whoa.
Professor Flitwick's class. The teacher is very short and is standing on a bunch of books. One of a wizard's most rudimentary skills is levitation, the ability to make objects fly. Do you all have your feathers? Hermione raises hers. Good. Now, don't forget the nice wrist movement we've been practicing, The swish and flick, everyone. All. The swish and flick.
And flick.
Good. And enunciate. Wingardium Leviosa. Off you go then.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wax with wand numerous times.
Stop, stop, stop. You're going to take someone's eye out. Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
You do it then if you're so clever. Go on.
Hermione straightens up and swishes her wand.
Wingardium Leviosa.
The feather glows and lifts up. Ron puts his head on his book dejectedly. Oh, well done. See here, everyone. Miss Granger's done it. Oh, splendid! Seamus begins swishing at his feather.
Wingard Leviosa! Wingard Leviosa!
Flitwick to Hermione. Well done, dear. Well done. Boom! Seamus's feather explodes. Flitwick gasps. Whoa!
I think we're going to need another fair over here, Professor.
Neville, Harry, Ron, and Seamus are walking through a courtyard with other students all around.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Honestly, she's a nightmare. No wonder she hasn't got any friends.
Hermione bustles past, sniffling.
I think she heard you.
Night. In the Great Hall. It is Halloween. Everyone is eating candy, and jack-o'-lanterns are keeping the place lit. There is chatter.
Where is Hermione?
Karate Patel said she wouldn't come out of the girls' bathroom. She said that she'd been in there all afternoon, crying.
Ron and Harry exchange glances. Suddenly, Professor Quirrell comes flying into the room, screaming, "Troll in the dungeon! Troll in the dungeon!" Stops and there is utter silence. Thought you ought to know. Falls over in a dead faint. The room is silent, and then everyone freaks, screaming and running. Everyone stops.
Everybody, please don't panic. Now prefects lead their houses back to their dormitories. Teachers, follow me. I hope of this thing.
Stay together! Snape looks aghast and he disappears through a doorway. Percy is leading the house down a hall.
Gryffindor, keep up please and stay alert.
How could a troll get in?
Not by itself. Trolls are really stupid. Probably people playing trolls.
Suddenly, Harry stops and pulls Ron aside.
What?
Hermione! Hermione, she doesn't know!
The two run off down corridors. They start running down a hall when they stop, because there is a grunting noise. Harry pulls Ron into a doorway and a large, ugly troll hunks by into a room.
He's going into the girls' bathroom.
In the bathroom, Hermione emerges from the stall wiping her eyes. She stops when she sees something. The troll is standing there. Hermione backs up into the stall just as the troll raises its club and smashes the top part of the stalls. Hermione screams. Harry and Ron come bursting in.
Hermione, move!
The troll smashes the remaining stalls.
Help! Help!
The boy starts throwing wood pieces at the troll.
Hey, be brave!
Ron throws wood and hits the troll on the head. Hermione escapes from the stalls to under a sink, but the troll sees her and goes to smash her. It cracks the sink and barely misses Hermione. Harry cringes.
Help!
Harry gets out his wand. He runs forward and grabs the troll's club, and it is lifted up.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
He lands on the troll's head and is hurtled forward, then back, and his wand goes up the troll's nose. The troll snorts and whips around.
Whoa!
The troll gets Harry off its head and is holding him by one leg upside down. It gears up its club and swipes at Harry. He pulls himself up, then down. The troll swipes again.
Do something!
What?
Anything! Hurry up!
Ron grabs his wand. Under the sink, Hermione waves her hand.
Swish and flick.
Wingardium Leviosa.
The club is lifted out of the troll's hand, hovers above its head. The troll looks up, confused, just as the club comes crashing back down. It hits the troll's head and the troll wavers, and drops Harry, crawls away and comes crashing down, hard. Hermione approaches carefully.
Is it dead?
I don't think so. Knocked out.
Suddenly, McGonagall, Snape and Quirrell come rushing in. They all gasp.
Oh my goodness. Explain yourselves, both of you.
Well,
What it is?
what it is,
It's my fault, Professor McGonagall.
The teachers and Ron and Harry gape.
Miss Granger?
I went looking for the troll.
I'd read about them and thought I could handle it, but I was wrong. If Harry and Ron hadn't come and found me, I'd probably be dead.
That as it may. It was an extremely foolish thing to do.
Harry looks at Snape's leg, which has a large cut on it. Snape notices and covers it up, glaring at Harry.
I would have expected more rational behavior on your part, Miss Granger. 5 points to be taken from Gryffindor for your serious lack of judgment. As for you two gentlemen, I just hope you realize how fortunate you were. Not many students could take on a full-grown mountain troll and live to tell the tale. 5 points will be awarded to each of you for sheer dumb luck.
Snape and McGonagall exit. Perhaps you ought to might wake up, eh? Exit Ron and Harry and Hermione. Troll roars.